Sarah and Tom had been inseparable since their high school days. Their love for one another was unmeasurable. Sarah, with her gentle smile and compassionate heart, had fallen for Tom's charm and ambition. They dreamed of a future together with shared adventures and unwavering support for each other's goal. As they entered their mid 20s, their bond seemed unbreakable. Sarah had just started her dream job as an elementary school teacher, while Tom was making waves in the world of marketing. Life seemed perfect until it wasn't. One ordinary evening, Tom collapsed in their shared apartment. Sarah's first aid training kicked in as she called for an ambulance, her heart racing with fear. At the hospital, the diagnosis was devastating. Tom's kidney was failing rapidly, the result of an undiagnosed genetic condition. The following weeks were a whirlwind of tests, dialysis, and tears filled conversations. Sarah watched helplessly as the vibrant man she had grown in love with grew weaker, his skin taking on a sickly pallor. The light in his eyes dimmed with each passing day. When the doctors suggested a kidney transplant as the only long term solution, Sarah didn't hesitate. Test me, she insisted, her voice steady despite her trembling hands. The medical team explained the risks and the potential impact on her own health and career. But Sarah was determined. I can't stand by and watch him die, she said, memories of their shared dreams flashing through her mind. Against all odds, she was a match. The day of the surgery, Sarah kissed Tom's forehead as he laid in the hospital bed. I love you, she whispered. We are in this together, no matter what. The surgery was successful and a long road to recovery began. Sarah took time off work to care for Tom, helping him through the pain and adjustment to anti rejection medication. She prepared special meals, spent sleepless nights monitoring his condition, and never complained through it all. Her love never wavered. He became distant, often lost in thought. She attributed it to the emotional toll of the ordeal, never suspecting the truth that was eating away at him. 6 months after the surgery, Sarah discovered a series of text messages on Tom's phone. Her world crumbled as she read the intimate exchanges between Tom and a woman named Lisa. Confronted, Tom broke down, confessing to an affair that he had started just weeks after his release from the hospital. I felt so guilty, he sobbed. The weight of what you've done for me. I couldn't handle it. Lisa made me feel normal again. Not like I owed my life to someone. Sarah's pain was indescribable. The physical scar from her surgery seemed to burn anew as she packed her bags and left the apartment they once shared. She threw herself into her teaching, trying to numb the ache in her heart. A year passed and life took another cruel turn. Sarah began experiencing fatigue and pain in her remaining kidney. Tests confirmed her worst fears. She now needed a transplant herself. The irony was bitter and overwhelming. As she lay in the hospital bed waiting for a donor match, Sarah revealed news that felt like a final twist on of the knife. Tom was getting married to Lisa. The invitation had been sent to their old shared address and forwarded to her new apartment. But when Sarah heard about the wedding, she was shocked to learn that Lisa was not who she had expected. Instead, Tom was marrying a woman known for her extremely slim and unattractive appearance. On the day of Tom's wedding, people gathered at the church, but they couldn't help but stare at the bride. Her overly thin frame, dark complexion, and unconventional look drew whispers and laughter from the guests. I've never seen anything like this in a church before, some muttered. Their eyes filled a mix of disbelief and ridicule. Despite the judgmental glances and mocking laughter, Tom went through with the wedding, seemingly unfazed by the reaction around him. Meanwhile, Sarah drifted in and out of consciousness, Her body weakened by dialysis. She couldn't help but remember the day she had given him her kidney, the hope and love she had felt. Now, as machines filtered her blood, she wondered if she would ever find that kind of love again. In a moment of clarity, she reached for her phone and dialed down Tom's number. To her surprise, he answered. Tom, her voice was weak but steady. Sarah, he sounded confused and concerned. I am not calling for an apology, Sarah said. Her words slightly slurred from medication. I'm in the hospital. My other kidney, it's failing. There was a long pause on the other end. I'm so sorry, Tom finally said, his voice thick with emotion. What I did to you was unforgivable. Sarah closed her eyes, tears streaming down her face. I wanted you to know that, despite everything, I don't regret saving your life. Love isn't about what you get in return, it's about what you're willing to give. She ended the call, letting the phone slip from her grips. As she drifted off to sleep, Sarah made a promise to herself. If she survived this, she would use her experience to help others, to teach about the true meaning of love and sacrifice. Months later, Sarah received a kidney from an anonymous donor. As she recovered, she started a support group for organ donors and recipients. Her story inspired many, reminding people that true love is selfless and even in the face of betrayal, kindness is never wasted. Years passed and Sarah found happiness with someone who valued her strength and compassion. Her scars remain, but they were a reminder of her capacity to love and her resilience in the face of adversity. Sarah's journey taught her that real love is about giving without expecting anything in return. It's about kindness, even when it's not rewarded. Our actions define us, not how others treat us. In the end, the ability to love selflessly is a gift to ourselves as much as to others. I hope you enjoyed this story because we have come to the end of this amazing story. If this is your first time, you're highly welcome. Drum roll. Grrr. Please don't forget to turn on the bell button and invite your friends and family to my channels of Begali Stories because I promise to be reeling out more and more interesting African stories with moral, lifelong lessons. For my returning subscribers, you're my MVP. A big, big thank you.